Lisa Ballard, first in tonight. Are you kidding me? I thought you'd be so busy right now. You couldn't possibly be until halfway through the show. The queen of Chop Cult here with us this evening. Good to see you. Brad Kilpatrick in with us. Jeremy Sather, Robin Higginbottom, Greg White, Mr. Dust Gus from Texas. So good. You guys are piling in. Look at this, man. Fantastic. It's Sunday night here in the Cycle Source Magazine studios, 50 floors below the street level. We're getting ready to go live with another installment of Shop Talk. 90 to 120 minutes of all the two-wheel bullshit we can fit. Mr. Steve Burrell's coming in from Detroit. How you doing? How you doing there, Steve? How you doing? Good to have all you guys, man. Hey, do me a favor while we're waiting for the countdown so we can start this show. Take a minute and hit the like and share button. Let your friends and neighbors know that we're going live with Shop Talk in just 3.5 minutes. Ashley Woodford, Cave Creek, Arizona. Steve Henderson, hey, what's up? Good to see you here. Sharing is caring. A little advice from our production assistant up in the top floor of the studio this evening. Got a great show tonight, man. We're all getting geared up to head South Day. Going down for Willie's by Toberfest right around the corner, and the Sons of Speed Racing. We got a show tonight full of Sons of Speed stuff. You don't want to miss any of this. Steve Burrell's still working, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's getting his Sons of Speed bike together. Raising the transmission. Showed me some pictures today. Lance Baxter, what's up? Big D, Marengo, Illinois. Good to have you here with us, brother. Are you going down to Daytona? Who's going? Who's going to Biketoberfest? Throw it up in the comments. 2.5 minutes, we're going live with Shop Talk. Stick around. Marty's Vacos. When will Coast to Coast and Cannonball Chronicles come back? Well, actually, Sasha Cycle. What's up, Sasha? Marty, we're changing some stuff around, so I'm not exactly sure that either of those shows will be back in their original format. We are talking about launching a new antique motorcycle show, but that's still a little ways off. I'll let you know as soon as we do. Until that point, we have Shop Talk on Sundays, Coast to Coast, Torque on Thursday. I'm in. Got any patches? Ed, look, I'm looking for patches. I need sponsor patches for my leathers, so I'm looking for some stuff like S&S patches, Zippers patches. I got Spectro. I need patches, man. Baker, I need some Baker patches. All right. Stick around, man. Minute and a half. You know, while we go down the last minute of this, I want to thank everybody. Couldn't believe it tonight when we put the show together. We're actually on episode number 171. 171 times we've gone through this little startup with all you guys and brought you the news and information. And you know, it's amazing to me the amount of transition that we've gone through. Like, when we started it was just a basic, two guys talking about bullshit that was going on. Now we're up to where we run this thing like a weekly magazine with tech and products and event coverage, and it's absolute blast for all of us involved in Shop Talk, and we appreciate it so much. But don't forget, it actually does support and go in conjunction with Cycle Source Magazine, available on all national newsstands, wherever fine magazines are sold, and even where some of the seedy ones are. And with that, we crossed the 30-second line, and it's time to go live with this one. Here we go. Okay, scooter tramps and chopper jockeys all across the land. It's just after 9 p.m. on Sunday. That means it's time for another episode of Shop Talk. I'm your host, Chris Callen, with Cycle Source Magazine, coming to you live from the Dennis Kirk Motorcycle Studio. And we have a dog in the studio that we're going to kill tonight, right here, live in front of everyone. It's going to be awesome because he's been doing this all day. There he goes. Hey man, so welcome to another episode of Shop Talk. We got a great show lined up for you tonight. As I said, Sons of Speed is right around the corner. Oh my God, it's killing me. I can't listen. Can anybody do anything about the dog?
There's nothing I can do. There's been people out in the neighborhood shooting guns and dogs barking and
dogs and cats living together.
He's on the poor little guy.
All right.
Like, it's so sad because he's actually like this big, adorable English bulldog. That sounds like a chihuahua.
Little sissy voice. Listen, I want to say some hellos while we were starting up here. Chris Simmons is in the house. Rob Nussbaum, he says, fly your flannel.
It's that time of the year.
Fly it proudly,
get it out there, flannel mafia.
Poor Nugget. No, it's Smalls actually. So
big difference between those barks, by the way.
Yeah, Nugget's got a bark.
Nugget's got balls.
Smalls sounds like a chihuahua. When you hear him and you see him in front of you,
it's terrible.
Like,
so
no.
It's just so pitiful, so pitiful. What a cruel joke for someone to play on a boy dog to give him such a little sissy voice. But like I said, man, we're right around the corner from hitting Biketoberfest. I want to know if you guys are coming to Biketoberfest. Who's going down? Who's doing what? Tons of great bands playing. Unfortunately, the Sinners are not playing until Lone Star, but that's right around the corner too. But there is some killer happenings with Sons of Speed Racing, and one of those is I'm actually going to get a chance to race, and I can't believe you're not coming, Mark. What am I going to do without my crew chief?
Well, hopefully step on two wheels. So I hear that Keefer's giving you a bike that the tires are going to fall off anyway. So
hey, dude, not cool.
That's what he said.
Mark, that's not funny.
But did you get the insurance policy taken care of, Heather?
They won't cover him. He's too much of a liability.
All right, I gotta call Keefer then.
If they only knew. All right, well, lots of stuff to get to tonight. Like I said at the beginning of the show, we're coming to you live 50 floors below street level tonight in the Cycle Source Magazine World Headquarters. What is Shop Talk? If you're not a regular listener, it's 90 to 120 minutes, all the bullshit we can fit from the two-wheeled world. I can never say that. Wheel and world together.
New dentures?
Every week, 9 p.m. Sundays, we go live with that. Little information, some entertainment, some motorcycle stuff. And we start the whole thing off with a segment we call the news. First up in the news tonight, dogs are going crazy everywhere. One is barking in my studio. Damn it.
Maybe
That's
if I
why
let
they're
him
barking.
in my studio, he'll quiet down.
No, seriously though. First up from Car and Bike, Royal Enfield sets Guinness World Record with Classic 350 launch event. As many as 19,564 viewers watched the online unveiling of the 2021 Royal Enfield Classic 350, setting a new Guinness World Record. Look, certificate, the whole deal right there. Royal Enfield has made its way to the Guinness World Record history for having the highest live viewership during the launch broadcast of the all-new Royal Enfield Classic 350 on YouTube, September 1st. This is the deal. That's incredible, but what it really points to is the world is watching what Royal Enfield is doing. We've talked about this, model after model, and, it's not a joke. It's not a joke.
Coming out swinging is what they're doing.
They came out of nowhere.
That's kind of what I was thinking was going on. Again, they're probably one of the better entry-level bikes that are really making a good run.
Yep.
A good run at coming out swinging. So I thought it was interesting.
And good for them, too. I mean,
absolutely.
Yeah,
it's nice,
absolutely.
It's nice to see another brand really pushing it.
Yeah. So also in the news coming in, it's that time of year, AMA Hall of Fame induction ceremony, October 15th in Pickering, Ohio. If you've never been to one of these, man, it's a really, when you first think of it, you're like, you go and you check it out, I ended up at one by accident, but it's really, really cool. Like when you see the work that they put into it, the storyline, the backline and stuff, and you realize that you're actually part of history going down. It's pretty awesome. So
if you go down a little bit, I was interested in seeing who they were inducting this year.
Well, that's what that's what I was doing.
Sorry.
If you want to let me run the show
like
for a minute,
moving on.
you just let me run the show for a minute.
I'm sorry.
Business as usual.
So Dave Arnold for American Honda, Nancy Davidson, awesome to see that. Gary Denton getting in, ATV Grand National Champion for 8 consecutive years. Tommy Hayes, most successful Class C dirt tracker prior to World War II. Loretta Lynn, fantastic, man, for the careers that woman has helped launch with that track, fantastic. Scott Plessinger, one of the top road racers of the late 80s and early 90s, 4-time AMA national champion with 2 Grand National cross country titles. Kenny Tolbert, most successful tuner in AMA Grand National history. Ryan Villapoto, so cool.
Yeah.
So cool. Congratulations to all the inductees this year. And, if you're available to run out to Ohio October 15th, go check it out. If not, I'm not sure. Can you actually see the ceremony? Are they doing live stream of the ceremony? Did anybody get that?
That I don't know, but I think you can still get tickets. It's the 15th.
I'd be shocked with what's going on right now that they wouldn't live stream.
Yeah, this would be an excellent
live streams
opportunity.
Everything now.
Yeah.
This would be an excellent opportunity to push that
like
front.
People live stream themselves making dinner now. Like it's everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they live them. Like, there's a lot of live streams you don't want to go to.
Yeah.
This comes in from our own Torque Magazine's news site. So Indian Motorcycle, all over Harley's track, man. Coming out with the Indian Motorcycle EFTR mini electric youth bike. And as soon as you see this thing, first of all, I think about remember the movie My Bodyguard?
Oh yeah.
It makes me think of that, and then I immediately want one of these bikes. I know it's electric. Can you imagine the shit we could pull?
Oh boy, somebody's getting in trouble or hurt.
I really want one.
So Indian Motorcycle, America's first motorcycle company, today added an electric youth bike to its lineup with the introduction of the all-new EFTR Mini. The EFTR Mini allows motorcyclists around the world to hand down their passion and love for riding to their children with a stylish but accessible model suited to young entry-level riders. The only thing I picked out of this that I kind of question is the price point for entry-level, but they were a little pricey. We talked about that on Torque last week.
Well, they are, but I believe they're the same price as the Iron E. And this one actually looks like a motorcycle.
Ironic.
Isn't it ironic?
Last story.
I need to verify that now, but I'm pretty sure they are the same price point.
Last story up in from Motorcycle Power Sports News. Progressive IMS Outdoors Custom Bike Show winners in Texas announced. Progressive IMS Outdoors, a consumer motorcycle tour connecting enthusiasts with industry-leading brands, has announced the winners for the 12th annual JP Cycles Ultimate Builder Custom Bike Show, held last weekend at the Texas Motor Speedway in Fort Worth, Texas. The 4-stop of the 8-city tour has a rich history as the nation's largest motorcycle builder competition, featuring hundreds of motorcycles and offering the chance to win tens of thousands in cash and prizes across the 2021 IMS Tour. So go through the class winners. First up, our boys from 3-2 Choppers. What's up? Killer bike. We want this for Cycle Source immediately. Hold on to it. I'm coming to Texas in less than a month, and I want to take pictures of that bike. Ryan Brown, equally badass.
We had that one in our magazine.
And dude, look, Texas is bringing it. Danny Radcliffe.
Oh, I like that too.
Jason Williams. Larry Couric. Justin Kelly. There's our boy. What's up, man?
Hang 'em high.
Motorcycle Missions. Right on. So you want to see more about that, go to Motorcycle Power Sports News. In the meantime, that was the news. And if you have anything you want to pass along for us to get on the show, we're looking for more submissions in news, events throughout the show. You'll see we go through motorcycle events that are happening around the country, and get that to us. We'll get it up on the show. In the meantime, we're going to take 2 minutes here and go through some products, hit our first commercial break. When we come back on the other side, we're going to go to our first guest, our only guest tonight, talking Sons of Speed Racing with Fast Freddie. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more Shop Talk.
Hey, this is Chris with Cycle Source Magazine Grease and Gears Garage, and this is your product spotlight. Today's product spotlight is the Hogworks No Cut 4-inch stretch touring saddlebags. This kit's pretty nice. You want to take your stock touring motorcycle and enter into the badass bagger phase. These things are pretty much just bolt on, accepts all of the stock hardware, stock mounting location, comes in a variety of matched paint colors, or they come unpainted, and you can figure that out for yourself. The saddlebag bottoms have been blocked to allow for your custom exhaust applications or for your stock side mount. They're built with injection molded high-grade ABS. Now the fitment's guaranteed on your 2014 to 2018 model motorcycles. Whole kit comes in at just $844.53. You can check them out today at DennisKirk.com. Tell them the guys from Grease and Gears Garage sent you. Till next time, this is Chris with the new product spotlight.
Hey, what's happening? It's Xavier with Providence Cycle Works, and you're watching Shop Talk.
Everything we do at the track shapes what we build for the street and the dirt.
You can see how bad these guys want it. The race to the line.
For us, racing is not for the trophies or the glory. We compete because it makes everything we do faster, more durable, and tested to a higher standard. For S&S, racing is the ultimate in proven performance, and we've been proving it since 1958.
Hey, it's Billy from Twisted Team. We're live in Sturgis, and you're watching Shop Talk.
We're the Law Tigers, America's motorcycle lawyers. We understand the challenges riders face every day. As riders, we want to share the road and be seen by motorists. Remaining visible is critical to our safety and well-being. That's why we work tirelessly to promote motorcycle safety and awareness. We're proud to support our community that includes riders of all stripes. If you've been injured in a motorcycle accident, call 1-800-LAW-TIGERS or visit lawtigers.com. The Law Tigers, America's motorcycle lawyers.
Okay, welcome back to Dennis Kirk Motorcycle Studio. Appreciate you guys tuning in to Shop Talk tonight. Sons of Speed, that's what the talk is about tonight. Sons of Speed Racing getting ready to go down in Daytona at the New Smyrna Speedway during Biketoberfest, and we're lucky enough tonight to have a longtime friend on, Fast Freddie. Like, everyone knows and loves Freddie, and when you talk about the passion for Sons of Speed Racing, just getting the chance to talk to this cat makes you, if you haven't experienced it, makes you want to, and if you haven't experienced it as on a level like he has, it makes you want to go to the next level, because he's all about it. So without any further ado, we're going to go to the airlines and get Freddie on. Freddie, what's up, man?
What's going on, man?
How you doing tonight?
I've been watching football all day.
He's worn out.
Fantasy football league, man, it drives you nuts.
Yeah. So how excited? I know how excited you are, because I was lucky enough to get to talk to you a couple times before we got on tonight. But tell everybody what's the big news for Sons of Speed? Like, who's bringing what? What's the surprise?
Gotta let out the secret. I got some good racers on my team, because I got more than one motorcycle, so I'm not the only one that races my motorcycles.
Yeah.
But I got some good, powerful, big hitters coming to race some of my bikes. So I'm hoping that Godspeed Racing comes out with some checkered flags this go round.
Right on.
Excited. I think we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bikes in the race.
Wow, dude. 7.
Yeah.
How do you
we're
even
excited.
keep all that shit
I was
together?
just going to say, how do you have the time to keep them all together and running?
It's a team effort. I mean, we all put our time in, and we all love it so much. We have a good time. It's a good brotherhood. It's not just at the racetrack. It's every day. Working hard, our jobs, making the money so we can support it, and at the same time, finding all the parts and to put all the bikes together and keep them running. And it's a difficult task, but I mean, dude, it's the most rewarding, fun thing that I've accomplished in a long time.
Now you
other
have
than playing football and other than playing with my kids.
You have so many people giving you shout outs already. Tom Keefer and Dan Toast is in the house, Steve Broyles. You've been there. You've been Sons of Speed since the very beginning, though, right? Since first race, day one.
Yep. I wasn't a racer in the first race. The very first race, I was just a spectator, but I loved it so much, you know, and I just like, oh my God, this is something that I really want to be a part of, and I've been a part of it ever since.
Right on.
It's really an amazing sport. It's something that a biker and a person that loves motorcycles, especially old school motorcycles, longs for. It's a fellowship that is just amazing, and our brotherhood is just so close, and we all want to see each other succeed. We you know, there's not one person out there that is on the track racing with us that wouldn't give up part of their own motorcycle to see someone else race and be successful. I mean, it's a lot of fun.
Did you have a bike before, or when you saw the first race, did you go out and purchase a bike to actually compete?
Actually, I've had motorcycles my whole life. I've been riding Harleys, you know, since I was a young teenager. Since I was, 13 years old. So Harleys have always been in my life, but I never had a JD. I never had a J model or anything like that. Actually, I didn't even know nothing about it. I met Warren Lane at a swap meet, and we started talking, and he invited me to the Sons of Speed. And the next month, a hurricane hit the track, so they had to postpone it for a couple months till the next bike week, and a buddy of mine said, hey, that Sons of Speed race is coming up, and I was like, oh yeah, let me buy the tickets. I went and bought a whole bunch of tickets for me and my friends, and I went and met Billy Lane, and I got VIP passes so we all could be right there and see the action. And dude, I just fell in love with it. And one crazy ass dude named Tony walked up to me and said, what's going on, dude? Where are you from? He goes, how you like this stuff? And I said, man, I love this stuff, man. I said, I think it's pretty cool. I said, I can't afford it, man. This is a big money game. And he goes, well, I'm too big to ride these little bikes. He goes, but I'm willing to go in partners with somebody. If you want to race the bike, me and you can get together. So me and him got together. Nice. and I traded a 1948 Panhead that I had for a 1926 JD, and then I bought two motors off of Buzz Cantner that he had in his office, just as displays on the wall, hanging on the wall. And I told Buzz, I said, hey, if you sell me those motors, man, I won't resell them. I'll make racers out of them, and I'll participate, and I'll be a racer in the Sons of Speed. And he made a deal with me, and he said, you promise? And I said, I promise. And we built 3 racers, and we have them. We race them every single race. And
that's so cool.
I mean, and it's not a big money sport. I mean, it is when you get into those J models, but now that, Billy started up the 45 class, you could get into a pretty reasonable 45 motorcycle for, you know, about $10,000.
Well, let's back up just for 1 second, because we got a few people on here that obviously have never been exposed to Sons of Speed Racing. So if you could, I'm going to flip through some of your pictures, but just explain to people, like, from inception what Sons of Speed is, you know, the evolution of it, where it's happening this year, and I'll go through the pictures as you're giving them that rundown.
That's me and Russell and eBay Jake. And
so this is actually on the 45s, right?
Yep, they're sitting on the 245s that they race, and they're eBay. Everyone knows eBay's been racing the Sons of Speed since the first Sturgis race, and he raced against me. I almost lapped him a couple times. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, so the 45s came in. How long ago did they put the addition? How many races were held before the 45 class came to be?
I think we had 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 5. I think we had 5 races.
That's
with just the J models. And the Indians and the, you know, Flying Merkles and, you know, the other bikes. That's me and Rhett.
Yeah.
That picture was taken at Roxy Hanna's house when Mark Hanna passed away. We had his funeral and we took the bikes over there and rode them around his property, just as tribute to his racing skills and his passion for Sons of Speed. Right, he was one of our fellow racers. He was a badass dude. That was my 1921, the one with the flames.
Yeah. That
was my first racer. Matt Wassler, he built the motor, and Billy Lane built the chassis and the tanks and the front end, and I put some Sportster wheels on it, 21-inch Sportster wheels, instead of the clinchers.
That's what I was just gonna say. You mean you're not using clinchers?
I go faster than you. I don't need them. I can't have them. Don't worry, you're gonna be slow as a turtle.
Oh, listen. I'm okay with being slow.
Kick your butt, dude.
I'm okay with being slow in this one. I am.
I'm gonna let you ride my my 45s.
Oh.
Let you get a taste of it and let you feel the.
I have to tell you, like, we talked the other day, and Freddie told me that. He told me he's going to let me take one of the 45s on practice day. Heather is very excited, it turns out, that I get to ride a 45.
Oh, man.
You know, lying is a sin, Christopher.
So is worrying.
He had his fingers crossed.
So is worrying. See that?
Mm-hmm.
Tom Keefer just said clinchers are great.
I'm questioning Tom Keefer's motive.
No,
yeah, of course Tommy would say that.
I want to
He's
know.
slow as a turtle too.
And the
in all
shit
reality, I'm
talking
not
starts.
really worried about Chris racing. I mean, he's been gifted this opportunity. There's no way he could say no. And if he did try to say no, I would tell him he's nuts. Just like when he goes to Bonneville. When you're given an opportunity like that, you have to take every advantage of it. Just to say that you've had that experience, you were able to do it. And so you don't end up, years from now going, I wish I had. Not many people are given those opportunities, so you have to take them.
Tom is obviously drinking tonight because he's got drunk fingers. You can see in his messages, but I think he's trying to cuss you out, Freddie.
Hey, I'm the slowest person with the fastest name.
So
are you gonna let us in on the secret of who your riders are, or do we have to wait till we get there?
Well, everybody knows Kerry Maynail. He's one of the fastest guys on the track. So, he's definitely going to be very competitive this year, and he's definitely got eBay Jake and his crosshairs. So eBay, look out, dude. Terry's coming after you, man.
The smack
and
talk is getting
I got
even better.
Danny Eslick. He's a professional motorcycle racer, and he's in the pro circuit. He's actually racing in the Daytona 200, and he'll be over to practice. He's going to be racing my WR, my 1947 WR. So I can't wait till he gets on there and burns the rubber off the tires, because that bike is too fast for me.
Hey, I want to let you know, Rhett is on with us. So Rhett Giordano, you guys will know him as Rhett from the Wall of Death, but Rhett is on supporting you tonight, man. So give him a shout out.
Yeah, I love my brother, man. He's my best friend ever, man. And man, I can't tell him enough how proud I am of the man that he is. He's a great person, and I love him with all my heart.
Hey, so listen, can you stay with us just for a couple minutes?
He's slow as a turtle too, though, bro.
Is he?
Yeah.
Rhett.
He wrecked a bike. He wrecked his bike at the first Sons of Speed and broke one of his ribs, and ever since then he's been a big sissy, and he just putts around. He doesn't. So he doesn't try to win. He rides next to me.
So, Freddie, I think you need to have little turtle patches made up to hand out to everybody.
Oh
so
my
they can put them on
God!
their
Like a badge of shame.
Yeah, right.
We got a badge of shame. Wait till you see it.
That's a great idea too. I have a hot rod snail tattooed on my arm. A hot rod Fast Freddy turtle would be
my
the
God!
shit.
I see a new patch in my future. Turtles of Speed.
Yeah.
Turtle racing.
It's funny too, because there's a group of us within the Sons of Speed that's been around for a while, and we're not the competitive guys out there really trying to go 100 miles an hour. We're out there supporting the sport and
Amen.
Loving motorcycles and loving racing and loving these old bikes and loving Billy Lane and Indian Larry's dream. And every race now, for the last 2 races, Billy's let us 4 slow guys have a grudge race with each other. At the end of the day, the last race is us grudge racing each other, and we made our own trophy, so we just kind of like pass it around, because that's the only way we're gonna win anything.
That's great. Hey, listen, man, can you do me a favor? Can you stay with us just for 2 minutes? We have we stopped by Keefer's actually, and it was my first time to get to sit on the bike, and we got a video from that. Can you stick with us? And then on the other side, we want to talk to you a little bit more. So let's check in on Tom Keefer at Franklin Church Choppers.
Hey man, this is Chris with Cycle Source Magazine's Greasing Gears TV, and we're at Franklin Church Choppers today, getting the first fitting of.
I don't know about fitting because it doesn't change.
No, but this is it. This is the JD, huh?
This is the 1916 JD M engine, 61 cubic inch. It's already raced. The stickers here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. It's been on the track, gone through test. I haven't raced this one for 2 years, but it's time for Chris to step up and run one.
Okay, so I got to tell you, like, honestly, full disclosure.
Yeah.
Until I just sat on this seat, I was like, and now I'm sitting here going, I could really fuck up.
Do you notice how straight up and down the forks are?
Yeah.
So that makes it feel like you're doing about 200 mile an hour when you're doing about 60, because it's twitchy, it's straight up and down, it's hard. There's no suspension.
So this is the appropriate safety gear. I'm probably gonna tie my hair. So let's talk about this motorcycle.
Okay.
In its stock condition, what would
This is a close coupled loop frame. So it's got the loop that goes below the engine, and there's no transmission. It has a compensating sprocket. This motorcycle in this year would have actually had the pedals, like you can see down the bottom that has them. I have them locked, using them as the foot pegs, and it would have had a clutch rear wheel. but the clutch rear wheel is gone. It just has a straight sprocket, so it's straight drive, direct drive.
Would that have been one of the big leather belts?
No, this is the leather belts, if I'm correct, I think was somewhere around 1909, 1910, somewhere in that neighborhood. Billy had one of those on the track the 1 year. 1909 was beautiful, but no, this would have actually had chains. It would have had chains, but it would have had a rear wheel clutch. And this with this lever right here, there would have been a lever here that you would have just pushed forward to engage the rear wheel clutch.
So what would the motor have been compared to what it is now? Or
it's all but identical. It's a 61 cubic inch. That's what the stock configuration would have been. It has modern pistons in it, better valve springs, and it even has a stock cam in it. But overall, it's pretty stock. Pretty stock. It just the valve springs help the valves close. I'm not using a Schleppler. I'm using a Linkert, which really helps. Okay. And I use the stock carburetor because I always thought I was going to be super fast on the track. And my buddy that was helping me build it at the time, Steve LaPole, he says, let's just put you on the track and see how fast you are. Once we know you're fast, we'll put a Line Weber carb in, or cam in it. We'll put a bigger carb. We'll do some stuff. I said, all right. Boy, was he right.
I'm really excited, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity. I mean, this is a once-in-a-lifetime shot, and it's a beautiful motorcycle. Now, the one that you're running is, what year is the single?
It's a 1913 single.
And you actually took class with that.
Yeah, there was two of us in the class last year. Me and Dave Morrow.
Checking the W call.
Yeah. Win's a win, I guess. I guess it doesn't matter if the kicker does it or if the guy, if you're not first, you're last. I had shirts made.
So I'm just going to tell you up front, Tom Banks is coming to Biketoberfest to scope this out. So I'm thinking that probably by Bike Week, you're going to have some more singles.
Well, we have 3 in the class right now. One of them is a JAP, was an alcohol single, but they detuned it to run on gas instead of alcohol. So it's going to be interesting.
So, man, what is it? October 15th is practice.
Yes,
and
Friday.
October 16th is racing. New Smyrna Speedway. You can go to eventbrite.com to look up the races and get your tickets today. That's it, man. Come down and see us.
All right.
Smyrna Speedway.
All right, man. So that is the actual bike, dude. That bike is so beautiful.
All right, Tom, fill me in. What's your deal here? I know something's going on.
So I want to know. Dan Toast says, wait till Chris finds out about the special secret initiation.
Oh boy.
It better be good. That's all
John
I'm saying.
Mellon
Don't
says,
disappoint me, Dan. Don't disappoint me.
John Mellon says, watch out for the number 76 this year. Tom Keefer, wow. Did we do okay with the video, or was it bad? Wow could mean.
I think the wow means I'm busting them because I know something's going on here.
Chris, do you know what the top speed on that track is for Four Sons of Speed?
There's no.
I mean, not your top speed.
There's no point in me even knowing what the top speed is because I won't even get to what the top speed of that motorcycle is.
For like eBay Jake, how fast does eBay Jake go?
Dude, those guys haul ass. Like, seriously, they're seriously fast. But
that's not helpful. Anybody have an educated answer? Tom
Keefer,
Rob,
come on,
somebody.
spit it out.
Come on, anybody, somebody help me out here.
So we in the interim of watching watching our visit to Franklin Church Choppers, we lost Freddie. I hope we're going to get him back at some point here. But lots of stuff going on still. We got a ton of show left for you guys tonight. Mark, do you remember when we first did the twisting of the spokes for the Twisted T Chopper?
Oh yeah, yep.
So this was a bike that we did. It was the first bike. It commemorated the 20th anniversary of Cycle Source magazine, and Twisted T partnered up with us. If you never got to see this bike, we still take it out with us and riding it around. But it was the first time we ever had a chance to do our own twists and make twisted invaders. And the process was really, really antiquated.
And
like
super exciting to do.
It was. It was totally fun. Totally archaic. Two guys with torches, another guy with a big ship's wheel, and ever since then we've been trying to figure out. We're working with Lead Sled about trying to get this process to a repeatable process that we could actually get these out into the market. And I think we finally have a solution. So we're going to go to our tech for tonight with Steel City Blacksmithing, and we're going to take a look at twisting spokes for Invader wheels.
Josh Boggs. I'm the owner of Steel City Blacksmithing in Tarentum, Pennsylvania. And I bumped into Chris, started talking about some twists, and it just so happens that's kind of like my thing. So we got talking about the twisted spokes for the Invaders, and kind of got out of hand. And I invested in an induction heater, and upgraded my twister, and it should be pretty cool. Pretty quick, pretty easy. When the wheels were originally done, they said they did it the old school way, 2 torches, twister, all by hand. This is kind of the evolution of that, and kind of wanted to make it more accurate and consistent, so it's repeatable. And the wheels, they got to be perfect. So it should take about 30 seconds. It'll take probably a couple minutes to heat up that whole lamp. It's just putting 800 amps through the coil. That is just a TIG cord. It keeps the copper cool, so the water lines are running through there. This is the only time-consuming part, is doing that full twist. I'm gonna start playing with different coils. I mean, you can make your own coils. I'm thinking I'm gonna make 6-7 inch coil, put it all in. Even if I get, it's like a 2-process job to where I gotta twist them all, take it out, put a different coil in. It'll still be a lot quicker. You can control the heel or want to do it this way, but the part will just blisters up. Get a respect for how difficult it is, but this thing is shit. That's one of the big advantages of the induction heater, is it stays perfectly straight. So.
Hey, special thanks to Josh Boggs at Steel City Blacksmithing for bringing us into the shop to do that stuff. More coming out on that. We'll tell you guys when those things are up and running. But for now, between that and the Vapor Honing Technologies Vapor Blaster, we have a solution for getting those spokes out to lead sled so that you guys can see some twisted Invaders.
Yeah, it's super cool to watch those be made like that. But what a feeling it is. Like when we left Lead Sled that day, what a feeling it was to hand bend that metal and to do that 2-inch down tube, the seat post.
Dude. Broke a 90-year-old vise doing that 2-inch piece of stock.
Yeah. But like when it was over, the accomplishment. I mean, those wheels were what, 8 or 6.
5 spokes a piece.
Yeah,
there was
like 6 ounce or less than 0.6 ounces or something like that out of scope.
Almost exactly the same as a stock wheel.
Yeah.
So listen, while we were off on the tech tip, Freddie actually came back in. So let's go back to Freddie and talk some more Sons of Speed. You with us, man?
Yes, sir.
Right on.
My battery died on me.
Oh, that's it.
started freaking out.
Damn it! Well,
That's like my most famous moment. The battery died.
Everybody's talking shit. Heather's trying to figure out how fast the fast guys go. People were saying 70, 80, 90. Keefer said something about butt pucker and the corners. What's the ruling on that? How fast do the fast guys go on the twins?
Well, I call the fast guys eBay, freaking Billy Applegate, Matt Wassler, Brittany Olsen, Carrie Maynill, Joe Miller, a couple of them guys, they're doing a good 80, 85 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And, Josh Owens, them guys are hauling ass. And believe it or not, in an asphalt bank track, on a 45 or on even some of those hot JDs, 80 miles an hour is really, really fast.
You damn
on
straight.
That half-mile oval. It seems like you're doing 150. So, especially on those little bikes. It's not like you're on a sport bike doing 200 miles an hour, and leaning into the turns and stuff. I mean, those little bikes right there, those two bikes that you see in that picture right there, that's a 1918 that Rhett's sitting on, and the one that I'm leaning on is a 1921. They're 100-year-old motorcycles.
Yeah.
And, when they're doing 65 to 70 miles an hour, that's extremely fast.
Well,
there's no brakes. There's no clutch. It's, hold on and go.
So listen,
and that's the fun thing about it.
I'm going to ask you for some pointers on that about the no brakes thing, because people would think that no brakes, it really doesn't matter, you're not going that fast, but to be able to come into the corner and set yourself up for those bank turns, like, it's not so much thinking about negotiating that bank turn, but it's the other side. It's thinking about where you're going to be on the other side. Too much speed, you're going to be way too tight at the other side. Too little, you're going to come off of it, and you're going to lose lap time. So what kind of advice can you give me for this being my first time to get acclimated to that?
Well, this is Sons of Speed 11, and I've raced in, this will be my 10th race racing in it, and I'm not the guy to ask. My name's Fast Freddie, but I'm not the fastest guy out there. So, I'm out there having fun, and I'm enjoying myself, and I'm enjoying just being a part of it. And I don't care one way or the other if I get a checkered flag or not.
Do you
I just want to hang out with my brothers and sisters, and I just want to enjoy my time with them.
Do you feel
when you're coming into the turn, when you're full throttle and you're coming down the straightaway and you're coming into the turn, the best thing I can tell you is stay in your lane.
Yeah.
Just stay in your lane.
Hold the line.
Pick the lane that you feel comfortable with and just stay in that lane. Don't drift up and don't come down. Just stay in that lane. And you'll get it, I still have a bad habit of looking down at the track instead of looking up away from me. And the sooner I get that down pat, the faster I'm going to be. But, some people have a natural ability to do that. Me, I'm looking at what's right in front of me.
Yeah.
Do you have does it want to force you up into the wall? Or do you have to fight it to keep it down? Have you noticed that faster
Billy
you go?
Billy says it does. Billy said it on the other side of the turn.
Yeah, it pulls. The magic thing, really, Chris, the magic thing is when in doubt, throttle out.
Yeah.
Really. The throttle's what pulls you out of everything.
Really?
So, it's when you're running down that turn and you're heading into the turn and you're letting off, you hardly have any control. So when you stay in the throttle and you get down into the turn, on especially with the 45s, are really comfortable because the tires and the wheels are bigger and they hug the road, and you have some suspension. Like on that motorcycle that you're going to be riding for that belongs to Tommy, there's absolutely the only suspension you have is your butt cheeks, bro. Yeah. The only suspension my fat ass has right there on that bike is my butt cheeks. So, you know,
dude,
no
it's just so badass, though. It's so badass.
Yeah, it's fun. It's the most exciting thing, I mean, that I've ever been a part of. You know, so, that's legal.
What's the inside there? What's John 3:16?
John 3:16 is a verse out of the Bible. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Right on.
And that's I gave my life to God in prison, and I told him, and I said, if you help me get out of this, you know, I'll straighten my life out, and I'll be a good person, I'll be a good man, and he has done that. And you know, at the same time, he's given me my heart's desire. And I mean, I used to have all the Indian Larry and all the Billy Lane pictures posted toothpaste to my prison cell wall, and I used to look at him and say, man, one day I'm going to get out and I'm going to ride a motorcycle like that. I'm going to ride a motorcycle like that. I never thought in a million years I'd be hanging out with him.
Yeah.
You know, being his friend. I mean, the dude calls me on the phone and talks to me all the time, and you know, his fellowship with me and his knowledge. His brother Warren is my best friend. You know, I mean, me and him hang out tough, you know, and I've been so blessed. It's just ridiculous, man, how I just fell right into, yep, there it is, man. And you see that that joy on my face right there.
Yeah. People on the comments call you the happiest guy on the track. When you were talking about, you know, you're not the guy to ask, or like happiest guy on the track.
I'm just, you know, I just cannot believe that I'm a part of it. And every single time I'm out there, I don't care if I'm riding my motorcycle or if I'm letting you ride my motorcycle or if I'm pushing you or if someone breaks down and I have to run all the way around the track to push them back to their spot. It doesn't matter what I do. I just love everything about it, and I love being a part of it, and I'm so grateful. You know, so yeah, I am probably the happiest person on the track. Yeah. That's Billy and his mom and his sister and her husband.
Oh, right on.
And yeah, that looks like Hot Shot's head sitting right there. He's a wimp. Yeah. He's Hot Shot Smurf.
I think of all the guys I've
doing flips right now.
Of all the guys that I've run into, you know, through Sons of Speed that have association to this and other old motorcycle racing, you know, you definitely are one of the most passionate to talk to about it. But even more than that is when you talk about, you know, spending time with your family and the things that you get to do as a man in the world too.
Yeah, I'm very I just know, man, I've seen a lot of bad things. I've seen a lot of bad things in my life, and I've been through a lot of bad things. And you know, I was spent, you know, close to 20 years and locked up in my life, and to come out into this world and to be in this struggle every single day, working, getting up, doing what I have to do. It's just, you know, I know my kids don't have a half a chance unless I help them, unless I teach them, unless I guide them. And I'm not the kind of person that says, you know, do as I say, don't do as I do.
No.
You know, you do what I do, and I promise you, you'll be successful. People will look at you and respect you and honor you. And believe me, dude, ask my wife. She'll tell you I'm a jerk. She'll tell you he's an asshole sometimes, you know, but, you know, I mean, shoot, man, if your wife don't say that about you, then you're doing something wrong.
Well, and you know what? Listen, the reason I brought that up is for real substance, man, because for me, you know, I grew up without a father figure in my life, you know, for a good part of my life, and it was always motorcycle guys. It was always people that, you know, that were considered on the fringe of society, that were the rough guys, you know, and they gave me those values. They gave me that guidance. Motorcycling taught me respect for myself, for other people, how to be a man, how to take care of things, how to have pride and stuff. And, you know, that's something I feel like is really starting to lack in our society today because of the way life is, the speed that life goes, and the amount of time and the deterioration of the family unit. And, you know, to see that in other people, I always want to stop and point that out and give the respect that's due that, because it's really important. It's really important of who we're going to be in this country in the next 50 years.
Hey, my best friends in this world today, you know, like I said, it's Rhett and Mr. Stevenson and Warren Lane and Dan Toast and you and Xavier. I mean, these guys I've met since I've been a part of Sons of Speed, and they literally, genuinely, really care about me, and they care about my well-being. They call me and they talk to me, and they ask me how am I doing, you know, and they have love for me. I mean, and you see the shirt that I'm wearing. This shirt right here says "Living the Dream."
Yeah.
You know, this is a picture of me, Billy, Xavier, and Mr. Stevenson on you can't even see it really. There you go.
Oh, there you go.
You know, that's us on the Sturgis dirt track outside of the Full Throttle Saloon. I mean, dude, you should have seen how rough that track was.
Yeah.
But we didn't care. They didn't care. They wanted to go out there and have fun and ride. It didn't matter, you know. And that's what's really special about Sons of Speed is the people that are involved and the people that are within this circle. We all love motorcycles. We all love the culture. We all love the lifestyle, and we're all bikers. We're not, you know, some weekend warrior. And I'm not saying that a guy that only rides a street glide and only rides it on the weekend isn't cool. Heck, man, if you have two wheels, you're cool to me. Dude, that's all that matters. And I don't care if it's a Harley, a Honda, a Suzuki, or Yamaha, or a Norton, or BSA, a Triumph. I don't care what kind of motorcycle it is. If you're riding two wheels, you're cool with me. I love motorcycles. You know, I don't care what kind of motorcycle it is. If it's got two wheels and it goes fast, I'll take a ride on it. You know, so, you know, I think the best thing that we all can do as a whole is to support each other and to, you know, share our passion. And our passion should be, you know, God, family, our jobs, our motorcycles, and the lifestyle that we chose to live. You know, I don't care what you do, as long as you don't, as long as you're not negative and you don't bring it to me and my family, you're good. You bring it to me and my family, you're in a lot of trouble. That's all there is to it.
So, Freddie, we have a question from Ashley Woodford. She's actually a land speed racer out in Bonneville, a record holder.
Buell Brothers, Buell Sisters.
Buell Brothers and Buell Sisters Racing. Good people. She wants to know how she can get involved in Sons of Speed. Can you give her a little guidance on how to throw her hat in the ring?
I think the best way that you can get involved in the Sons of Speed is to come to a Sons of Speed race. Come as a participant. I mean, come as you know, just a person that's viewing the race. Come into the pits and see the motorcycles and see if this is something that you think that it excites you. If it excites you, then, you know, shoot, I'll help you find a motorcycle. I'll help you build a motorcycle. I'll help you get on the track, and I'll help you race. I'll help you push start it. I'll help you get it started. I'll loan you my helmet and my leathers. Better have a big butt, though.
Ashley does not have a big butt, but Ashley
Can fall through my leathers then because I'm a fat ass.
So
the only guy bigger than me on the track is Chris.
No, not anymore, buddy.
What?
Yeah.
You better not be going on no diet.
No, listen, I lost 50 pounds since right before Sturgis.
What?
Yep.
Billy Lane lost a lot of weight too, man. He only weighs like 179 right now, 175.
Yep.
He's been working out every day and he's been dieting and freaking.
I'm down to 220 right now.
I diet.
I'm going
every
for 360 by the end of winter.
Which
I'm a
is
seafood. I eat seafood. Everything I see, I eat. Yeah. Ice cream, chocolate.
Yeah.
Look right here.
That's it.
Oh, jeepers.
Yeah.
Be careful, Chris. That's what he's going to do. He's going to feed you on
Nope.
Friday. He's going to try and feed you. So you're like, nope, I
it's not
can't
happening.
do
Oh,
it.
yeah.
It's not happening.
Friday we have a barbecue, man. I'm bringing the grill. We're having a barbecue. That's what practice day is all about. It's just fellowship and hanging out, testing, tuning our bikes. We have a barbecue. We drink. I bring a cooler full of drinks. You know, no alcohol because I don't support alcohol. But I think that on Friday.
Oh my God! Wait a minute.
day.
This just in. I hate to interrupt you, but Tom Keefer is definitely he's drunk commenting tonight because he says, "F Billy, I'm kicking his ass in the singles." Oh, you better hope Billy's not watching tonight, boy.
Billy has a single.
I'm taking a screenshot of that and sending it to Billy. I'm going to make sure.
Hey, hey, he could talk all the crap, man, but he knows he's out there having fun.
That's it.
Tommy Keefer is one of the most righteous guys I know, man. I mean, he came there as a spectator too, and at the first Sons of Speed, and everything was so hectic. They said, "Hey, can you help?" And he helped them out, and he's been involved ever since. He went back to the shop. He worked his butt off that first Sons of Speed to help everybody keep their bikes on the track, and that dude's been in the Sons of Speed ever since. And he's aces, man. They don't get better than that guy.
Well, he says
Agreed.
he's sober texting, and he hopes Billy is watching. And then Steve Burrow says Tom will be kissing ass tomorrow.
Hey,
Makeup Monday.
yeah.
Yeah,
well.
if nothing else, the time we're going to be able to spend in the pits. Obviously, I'm not racing. I'm Chris's support crew, but I'm looking forward to this weekend. I really am, because there's nothing like seeing and being part of that camaraderie, especially in situations like that. It's almost indescribable because everybody just helps everybody. Nobody's actually there
Oh yeah.
to win. It doesn't come out.
That's why I
that way
think
anyway.
Ashley Woodford is such a perfect fit for this, because if you go to the Bub's motorcycle speed trials, the Bonneville speed trials for motorcycles, that's what that community is like, and she actually said that once her eye clears up, let's make it happen. And then her husband Drew comes in behind and says, "Oh boy, this is going to cost me a ton of time and money, isn't it?"
So a little background on them, if you don't know, the Buell brothers and Buell sisters, they have a experience bike that they let people run in Bonneville. So,
Yeah,
for instance,
that was started by
Freddie, if you wanted to take, that was started by Santa Claus.
Yep.
Tom Anderson. So, Freddie, if you wanted to go to Bonneville and take a pass on the Salt, you could get hooked up with Buell Brothers and Buell Sisters Racing, and they would give you their experience.
Hey, listen,
bike.
you didn't know
Chris did it.
there was part of the deal here. I told Freddie, he said I'm going to get to ride one of his 45s at Sons of Speed for practice. I told him this year he comes out to Bonneville, he can ride the War Pony at Bonneville.
That's
he's
that's
in.
outstanding.
He's in.
I love it. Yes, that's so great.
We're going to pick you up at Salt Lake City Airport and bring you out. Whatever you need, man.
That's cool, man, because that's like on my bucket list is to go out there and just hang
Oh, you'd love it.
I want to do that, and I want to ice race.
Yeah, me too.
I want to go to Wisconsin and ice race with them guys, man, because every time I see them guys post stuff online, they look like they're having so much fun, and
I want to do that too.
Wrapped up in vintage, and it's just really cool, man. I really would like to, do that and say, hey, man, I got to hang out with them guys, because, I mean, I don't know a lot of them personally, but I see their stuff online, and they look like they're having so much fun together, and that's what I want to do, is have fun with them.
So listen, Keefer said he wants to do the Salt too.
Kiefer, we're going to bring the whole crew.
You come out and ride the War Pony too, but here's the question. Me and Freddie both want to go ice racing in Milwaukee or in Wisconsin. What do you think about switching those clinchers over to studded tires?
Yeah. They that's, I'll tell you one thing that's really special about Sons of Speed, especially if you are just someone that's, coming out to watch the races, the pit passes that you get and the way you get to interact with us as racers and get up close and see. I've been to a lot of races, and you don't really get to participate and be a part of that that scene. You just get to kind of look at afar. But with the Sons of Speed, you actually get to get in there, and you get to get 2 or 3 feet away from the bikes, and you get to actually look at them, and you get to be a part of it. You actually feel like you're right there in the race. So it's pretty cool, because you get to see, like this October. October's a smaller race. March is a much bigger race for Sons of Speed, because it's a week-long event.
Yeah.
Rather than just a weekend event. And some people come from a long ways away to race on that track, because the special thing about New Smyrna track is it's an asphalt NASCAR practice track. It's I think it's 28-degree banks or 32-degree banks in the turns, and it's a consistent track. It's not like a dirt track or a pea gravel track or a clay track where they'll have ruts and stuff, and it's never consistent. It depends on how wet the clay or dirt or gravel is, or whether it's dry or whatever. This track is completely consistent, and it's so much fun to race on, because you don't have to worry about track condition and all that stuff. You just got to worry about your bike running good.
Yeah.
So it's really a cool track to race on. But here in March, in October's race next weekend, we have, I think, 35 or 40 racers coming to race in the event. So, and those 35 or 40 racers, some of them, like myself, I raced 2 different bikes. My brother Kerry races 3 different bikes. So, sometimes you get there and you get to see, 50 to 100 antique motorcycles that are anywhere from 60 to 104 or 5 years old.
Yeah.
And you don't never see every single day. You can't see every single day. It's an experience that, and it's really family orientated. It's really involved around, fathers and sons, and, mothers and daughters. And we have all kinds of people that come and watch these races and come and participate. And it's so much fun. I'm going to have my 6-year-old there. He's going to be raising Cain right there in the pits.
Right on.
Telling people what to do.
Well, listen, man, tell everybody where they can keep up with you. We're obviously going to be bringing tons of live stuff the whole time that we're down there, and I'm super fired up to be pitting with you guys and get to learn some stuff. But where can people get firsthand information about you and Godspeed Racing?
Godspeed Racing, and on Facebook, and Freddie Bollwage at fredbollwage@yahoo.com, or Freddie Bollwage on Facebook. But Sons of Speed, if you follow Sons of Speed and you follow Billy Lane and Sons of Speed, you're definitely going to see me because I'm there all the time and every day. I'll tell you right now, there's nothing like our group of friends, man. And I appreciate you, Chris. I appreciate you guys, man. And I love you guys so much.
Yes, sir. We love you too, Freddie. Thank you so much for taking some time with us tonight. And can't wait to see you. We're short time.
I know, man. Next weekend.
Yes, sir. All right, man.
So,
We'll see you in Florida.
all right.
All right.
Love you guys.
See you,
Thank
Freddie.
Yep.
Pretty good, Freddie.
All right. So
How can you not love him?
I know, man. I know.
Like,
and you know what?
seriously, how can you not love him?
Like when you see
I mean, I'm sure his wife could give us a list, but
when you see the list of people that are just giving him credit for the kind of man that he is too, you know.
He's always happy.
Yeah, and always
Yeah,
helping
he
people.
is.
You know, he's helped so many people.
and I think he's just so grateful
Yeah.
for the new opportunities in his life that he's been given. It's infectious. You can't help but feel good around him.
So, see what you're missing?
And it's nice to see somebody change their life, change their ways.
Yeah.
That's probably the coolest part of the whole thing.
See what you're missing? So listen, it's been a hell of a show.
And have you seen his family, Mark?
No, I've met Freddie. I've never met his family.
His family is beautiful.
Oh,
His
no
wife is
shit.
gorgeous. His children are beautiful.
Right.
Like he's a blessed man.
So it's been a hell of a show already. I want to remind you guys, you're watching Shop Talk. We go live every Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time through the courtesy of the Dennis Kirk Motorcycle Studio. Tons of stuff to get through still this evening. We have a quick feature bike we're going to hit you up with, something that's coming up in a future issue of Cycle Source magazine. Let's check it out.
This is my shovel head bobber that I call my brat. It started life as a 1977 FXS, which was the first year for lowriders. The bike I built as a tribute to a good friend of mine who is no longer with us, who brought me into the world of Harleys when I was 17 years old and taught me what I know today and taught me how to kick one over, taught me about bobbers and choppers. Basically wanted a bobber, but wanted to retain most of the OEM parts, which they are, except for pipes and the oil tank and seat. But the bike is pretty much stock except for the transmission, which is a Baker 4-speed transmission, and shifting is done by the N1, putting neutral, all the way forward. Spring struts like that, wanted to have a little bit of bounce as opposed to just putting on solid struts and making it a sort of a rigid, which it isn't. Braking, though, done by Performance Machine on the rear, just for some extra stopping power. The rear rim, also an aluminum high-shouldered rim, an 18-incher. It's a tribute bike to him, and I think he'd probably appreciate that and enjoy riding this bike as well.
Hey, this is Edge with the Smokeout. I hope you've gotten the good news by now that the Smokeout will continue with Cycle Source magazine. Cycle Source has been there all along from nearly the very beginning, and the Smokeout is back. The Smokeout is back. SmokeoutRally.com. So that's the big news, is that it's coming back in 2022. But the big news today, the reason I'm shooting this today, is because so many people have said it's time to get together for a beer, and I can't agree more. So we're all going to get together at Willie's Tropical Tattoo during Biketoberfest. That's October 14th at Willie's Tropical Tattoo at 2 p.m. We're going to drink a toast. And if you want to be the Toastmaster, go to SmokeoutRally.com and find out what you have to do to become the Toastmaster. But on October 14th at 2 p.m. We're going to get together at Willie's Tropical Tattoo, and we're going to drink a beer, Edge beer. We're going to get together and we're going to have a beer, and that'll be the 2021 Smokeout, and we'll have t-shirts there and everything. But until that time, may your pockets be heavy, may your hearts be light, and may your bike kickstart on the first time. Oh crap, what are the odds? That's a cop.
Oh, Cindy Panera is in the house. What's up, Cindy? So
the only thing I have to change about that video is we're keeping the Smokeout website under wraps until we launch the dates on Thursday at 2 p.m. Yep. But if you want to submit a toast, please do it via email, CycleSourceMaine or actually the Smokeout Rally at gmail.com. You can go to Instagram, the Smokeout Rally, Facebook, the Smokeout Rally. Submit your toast. We want to hear what you have to say. So you can go to the website, but it'll just say under construction.
So Mark, how about the prop man? Did he have a guy riding with him? Or
I was going to say, I wonder if he had people staged. Obviously, he was holding the bike or holding the beer on the bike.
Yeah.
But the stop for the sign was, dude, that video is freaking fantastic.
Well, that and like seriously, Edge beer, come on.
Dude, I said if he would have pulled out a Smokeout beer, he would have been a god. Yeah. So
I know.
That would have been fantastic.
Trust me, I've been looking all week how I can get custom label beer stands.
Well, I think
hey, congregation got them. Somebody got to be able to get custom label beer.
I was going to say, worst comes to worst, get wraps.
Yeah.
You can get the
water
wraps.
I like the wrap.
Actively
I've heard Willie wrap. Speaking of Willie and what's going on at Willie's with Smokeout and everything, we got events coming up. So let's go to our event girl.
I think Mark should be the event girl. Chopper time this Thursday.
That's
Technically,
right.
It's from 11 to 4. I get there a little bit early.
Wait a minute. Whoops. What do you mean technically?
Well, they say it starts at 11, but we usually are there early at 8:30, and there are bikes already parked and waiting to sign up. So if you want a good spot, get there early.
Normally we're there doing shit. So I missed two. This is going to be the second one I missed, and I'm sort of upset about that.
Willie's upset too. He said F Mark. So we talked about the Smokeout, 2 p.m. during Willie's.
For the Smokeout toast. Edge is going to be on site. There is going to be a Smokeout booth there with, I think he's got some t-shirts for this year to commemorate 2021. There's going to be some save the date cards and some vendor information.
We're going to pick some special Smokeout Award bikes, all kind of good stuff.
Ooh.
Yes, sir. Go ahead and rip through these because we're overtime now. I don't want to keep these people up.
The Chill Invitational in Wichita, Kansas, that is hosted by our good friends Larry and Karen Moore. Our buddy Pat Jansen is going to be there emceeing that event. So if you are in the Kansas area, go check it out, and you can get more information at thechill.info. Moto Beach Classic put on by Roland Sands Designs. This, I think, will be the second or third running of this. I know 2020 got kiboshed due to COVID, but October 23rd in Bolsa Chica, California, on the shores of the Pacific.
Say that three times
fast. Go check that out.
Bolsa Chica, Bolsa Chica, Bolsa Chica. It's like a drum beat.
That was
Bolsa
pretty
Chica,
good.
Bolsa Chica, Bolsa Chica.
Throw the California in there now.
That was pretty good. Roscoe's Chili Challenge, November 4th through 6th.
You're saying that wrong.
Lakeland, Florida.
Roscoe's?
Roscoe's. That's been going on for 36 years. I've never been, but it's got to be good because the first time Chris and I ever heard about it, we were in Rapid City, South Dakota. So, Lakeland, Florida, again, November 4th through 6th.
Every time I see this ad, I want to go, them Dukes.
I'm really bummed we're going to miss this again. Wah, wah. Fuel Cleveland, put on by Mike Yergel and the Lowbrow family. November 6, 2021. If you want more information on that, you can go to fuelcleveland.com. It's a great show, a lot of good bikes, a lot of good art. .com. The Torque Performance Magazine Performance Bike Show at Henley Green during the Lone Star Rally. $500 cash prize for best performance show, thanks to the good folks at Lone Star Rally. And it's right smack in the middle of the heart of the Strand, so that's going to be killer.
Bring your earplugs.
Yeah, buddy.
On the other side of the island are the Cycle Source annual old-time motorcycle rodeo games at Beach Central. You can register there starting at noon. Games will commence at 1 p.m. sharp due to the high demand. The Cycle Source booth will be on the corner of Seawall and 21st.
I'm trying so hard to zoom in because that's a real cheek slapper right there. That's what's going on in that picture. She's all looking for it, tongue out to one side, and slap.
I hate when that
And let me tell you what, people that go to the Lone Star Rally, they take their rodeo games very
no joke.
serious.
That's right. Bring your big boy pants.
The winner will get bragging rights for a year and a super cool championship belt. And then last but not least for Lone Star Rally for us is Saturday, November 6th, our annual Ride-In Custom Bike Show. Again, $500 cash for best of show. We're going to have trophies for over 25 classes.
Yep.
No fee to enter. Come hang out with us. Again, our registration will start at 10 a.m. at our booth on the corner of 21st and Seawall. Ooh. I almost forgot about this one. Mama Tried. December 4th through 5th in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's always a good time. Like, I like Milwaukee. I love the Iron Horse Hotel. Best brunch on the face of the planet. Just saying. So go check them out at mamatried.com if you want more information on that. And that is at the Eagles Ballroom.
All right, man.
That's all I got for events. Oh, wait a minute. Black Smoke Sinners are playing November 6th after
There
the
you
Cycle
go.
Source Custom Ride-In Bike Show.
At the Lone Star
And if
Rally.
you
Opening
didn't
for
know,
Hairball.
Chris is the bass player for the Black Smoke Sinners.
Are these shameless
accompanied
plugs?
by-
I hope.
Yes, they are.
I hope they're. I hope there's big money in this for you.
Well, I'm losing $5,000. Ah, shit. Anyway, man, listen, it's been a real treat for us to hang out with you guys for the evening. Hope that your week is looking up from here. Tons of more stuff coming up throughout the week. We're going to be shooting a bunch of stuff through social media as we make our trip south. We will be coming to you live next week from Daytona Beach, and you can next look forward to hearing from us Thursday night when we will also be going live from Daytona Beach with the next episode of Torque Performance Television. But that's going to wrap it up for us tonight here at Shop Talk. Anthony Robinson, working on your bitchin' feature today, dude. That bike is so sick, and Twyla's photos of it were obscene. Such a great shoot. I cannot wait for that thing to be in the magazine. That's all I got.
That's it.
That's it.
Say goodnight. Say goodnight, John Boy.
I feel like I don't want to yet. I feel like we just
2
got
seconds
started.
ago you were telling her to hurry up, let these people go to sleep.
All right, man.
He needs to make his mind up.
Listen, until next week, thank you guys for spending some time with us here at the Dennis Kirk studio for another episode of Shop Talk. Until next week when we can get back together again. Same chopper time.
Same chopper channel.
Bye, Felicia.
He said it.